the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Watch out. 49, check 49. Hey, kill.
They run it again with Kamara. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards now with the season over. Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson, that's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Ready? 5-8. 5-57. Kill. You won't see me.
5-9.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this is caught at the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas, and even 50 yards. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Well, there's 2 sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This from 25 yards out. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing is Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 37 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze, he'll air it out deep for Thomas, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Kill. 53.
To throw is Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he'll get it down here to the 43. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. He finds Roberts, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Jackson to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. And an alley to run. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Jackson, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And there's still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.